Hi everyone, I'm Michael from Sound of Games and I'm here with Timo from Steinberg. And he's the real insider of all the products, he knows everything. And of course I brought a lot of questions. And my first question is, how does your support work actually?
Well, actually we have support teams here in Hamburg at the headquarters. We have support teams in the US. And we're getting support requests on quite different topics, like not only about bugs and such problems, but also installations and license activations. And it is important for us to provide support that is as individual and good as possible. So that's why it may take some time, depending on the request, to answer each of the support requests we are getting. But in the end, the quality of a support is crucial. And that's why we try to be fast in answering all the support questions. But each customer has an individual setup, right? So you have to deal with thousands of different computer setups, hardware, software, and our support team needs to figure out, which studio situation the customer has, and what we can do to help. And we're of course happy to help, and we do our best to provide support as good as possible.
Of course, many of us work with third-party plugins.
Yes.
And I would like to know, how does the integration with third-party plugins in Nuendo work?
Well, basically, the plugin integration works over an interface that is called VST. And we are inventors of VST technology, which is commonly used in the industry since for more than 20 years. And of course, if you want to develop a plugin that is compatible with Cubase and Nuendo, you need to fulfill the requirements of such a development kit. And that's an SDK, as we call it, the software development kit. And the current version of that kit is VST3. And VST3 actually offers a lot of possibilities how to integrate a plugin with a host sequencers. And it offers a lot of flexibility. So in the end, it's up to the manufacturer to fulfill the specification of that software development kit. And of course, there is a kind of a broad range of features you can actually integrate if you like and if you actually can. But that's totally up to the developer how deep that integration looks like. So all we can do is actually to offer such a development kit and the possibilities of deeply integrating plugins with Cubase and Nuendo. But it's then up to the manufacturer to develop that integration and to define how deep that integration actually is.
As everyone has a different workflow, of course, we all like to change all our individual user interface, like the colors and handles and the font size of everything. What can we expect in the future about this?
I believe individualization of the software interface, of the user interface, has been a strength of Cubase and Nuendo ever since. So you are able to configure the software to your individual workflow. You can change the colors, restructure the layout. You can change the tracks. You can group functions. You can let them appear or disappear. So there is already a high degree of individualization for your individual needs. But it's more about how can we improve the workflow. So it's not about adding buttons to do that individualization, but to create a workflow change that really makes sense, that brings you up to speed, that really makes working convenient and fast. And at the same time, and that's the challenge actually, keep the user interface clear and structured so that you can keep track of what you're doing, keep track of your whole structure, even if it's hundreds of tracks, so you're not losing sight of everything. And we will continue working on that. And I believe in the upcoming versions of Cubase and Nuendo, we will see the first results of this of these new features and these new capabilities of individualization. So yeah, I think there will be some great things coming.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So let's say I have an idea for improving anything of the workflow and I'm sending it to you. What happens next? How big is the chance that my idea gets realized?
Oh, that's the question we've been asked like 1 million times or something. That's a golden question. It's actually a very complex process. So we have so many feature requests that we could develop over the next 20 or 30 years. But of course, we have limited resources, as everyone has. So we need to be very careful in deciding what we do and what we cannot do. And it also depends on the availability of teams, so the availability of specialists. Not everyone can do everything. It depends on the scope of the respective release. So does it fit in the overall functional set we are going to provide for the next update? We try to do our best to get a good mixture of all requests we're getting from all over the world. And we will continue to work on this as good as possible. And we are very, very grateful and happy that people are sending us so many requests and also ideas, because that's the reason why our platform is so alive.
Well, looking at the next version of Nuendo, can you tell us anything, any secrets, what we can expect of the next update?
We have introduced game features with Nuendo 7, actually, and we will continue providing game-oriented features for composers in the next update. We're thinking about interactive music as a workflow. We will strengthen our connection with Audiokinetic Wise. And we do a couple of other things for sound designers, for customers who are involved in mobile game productions. So we have quite a few ideas where we think that these could really add to the workflow and really speed up the whole process, and will be very welcomed by our users.
Okay, cool. Sounds good. So, Timo, thanks a lot for answering all those questions.
Thank you for being here.
And thank you for watching.
Thanks.